to another video of Brown Struggle in Canada. And today we are at Canada's Wonderland because it's the opening night for the Halloween haunt. So let's go in and find out what's going on inside.
The security this year at Halloween Haunt is stricter than before. This time you're not allowed a bag inside that's larger than a fanny pack, so do take that into consideration. Make sure to download this amazing guide map from the Canada's Wonderland website. I'll also leave a link for it in the description below, and it's extremely helpful to see all of the attractions at Halloween Haunt. And to start the celebration, let's begin with the sinister entertainment this time, which are the shows at Canada's Wonderland. We begin with the Day of the Dead Festival, which is the special festival this time that's based on the Mexican theme of the dead. And it is really exciting and energetic to be there and dancing along with the performance of the dancers. There's some quick Mexican food here as well, so go grab yourself a bite here if you want. Coming up, we head directly opposite to this stage to see our next show of the evening, which is the Inferno. As you can see, this is a fire show and it is so amazing to watch in the dark of the night. The fire from the performers was so hot that you could really feel it even across the pond.
After that, we headed towards the sinister entertainment area where there were two shows going on, the Freak Show and the Illusionist. We missed the Illusionist show, but we were able to get a few sneak peeks of the Freak Show, and to be honest, I'm not a big fan of this show.
Up next, our next show is right beside the amazing Windseeker and the Coasters Drive restaurant. This is the Skeleton Crew, and I must say this is one of my favorite shows at Halloween Haunt.
I love my heart.
To avoid the spoilers, I've saved you the best parts of the show, so go watch it for yourself.
The next area we went to cover was the Vampire Disco.
Up next, let us tell you about the amazing scare zones in the Canada's Wonderland this year. For these, you can purchase a no boo necklace from one of the vendors at Canada's Wonderland. This means that the scare actors would not scare you and you can easily enjoy them. The first zone is the Gates of Terror, which is located right in front of the entrance of Canada's Wonderland. Here, the scare actors give you a warm welcome to Halloween's haunt. You can also take photos with them, but they are extremely friendly here. A word of caution here, you are not allowed to touch any of the scare actors. From here, if we take the right lane towards the medieval fair sections, we'll find the Kingdom of Carnage. This is a classical styled area of Halloween Haunt. Here, the scare actors are dressed in medieval costumes. This area was not too scary for me, and it's just a small section that bridges the gap between the entrance and the Day of the Dead festival area. The location of the next scare zones I will be mentioning in respect to the Wonder Mountain Bridge. The next scare zone is located on the right hand side of the Wonder Mountain Bridge. This is called Carnival, and here you'll find circus clowns ready just to greet you. Be wary of their amazing tricks though, as it can get quite interesting. And heading just a bit further, you'll find yourself in the next area, which is the Trick or Treat. The children in this treat are mean and they're not looking for candy. So this is a great area to experience that in a twisted fashion. For our next scare zone, taking a left turn instead of the right from the carnival will bring us to the Wicked Hollow. This area is based on a once fairy tale land which has fallen under a dark curse, transforming its fairies to dark fairies. It is also the connecting zone to the farmstead, but we'll talk about that very shortly. For our next scare zone, we head left from the entrance of the Halloween Haunt through one of the most beautifully decorated areas in Halloween Haunt. This area starts right in front of the flight deck. This is the Ghostly Pines. Here, the dead have woken from their graves and are now free to roam the streets. There's also a nice pub show going here as well. It is best experienced when a thick fog covers the streets of the Ghostly Pines.
The next area after that was the Street of the Dead 2. And go here at your own discretion because it wasn't fun at all. The Street of the Dead was the only way to get to the other side, so you were kind of forced to get tortured here. While enjoying the other Halloween setups, we heard a heartbeat sound from a mile away and we followed that, which brought us to the next location, the farmstead. In this abandoned slaughterhouse, you will find all the missing farmers and the remains of the other ones who went missing. And luckily, we were able to get out of there alive. And let's talk about all the shops and restaurants at the Halloween Haunt. The usual gift shops were transformed into these Halloween shops, which were not only perfect for Halloween shopping but also had these amazing setups to take your perfect Halloween pictures. So they do have a really nice collection, and if you are looking to buy Halloween decorations, this could be a perfect place. And it's not just limited to one shop, there are so many different ones around the park. Apart from decorations, you can also buy snacks, gummies, candies, and sweet treats because it is Halloween after all.
Up next, let's head on to my favorite part at Halloween Haunts, which is the haunted attractions. These are scary mazes where you go through a straight path through very, very nicely hidden surprises in there for you. We started with the ruins and the pandemonium, and do excuse us for the footage because it was really dark in there. But overall, these are definitely worth it. The ruins start with a very old labyrinth-like structure with creatures and moving statues in there. I won't spoil more for you, so do go and check it out for yourself. Up next is the Pandemonium, which is clumped together with the ruins under the Wonder Mountain. And this is a futuristic style presentation where lasers cut you through as well as walls move to come in close on you.
Where is he? There he is.
Our next mazes, which are the Cornstalkers and the Spirit Manor, are situated right behind the Vortex and the Wicked Hollow. And let us tell you, these mazes get really busy, so we recommend you do them earlier in the day. We started with the Spirit Manor, which was a haunted manor, and it is packing some serious punches in there. The theming in this maze is really well done, and in my opinion, it's one of the most scary attractions this year. Walking forward, we'll reach our next maze, which is the Cornstalkers. This area has an amazing backstory that you should check out at the Canada's Wonderland website. I'm sure you'll love it. The next maze is situated right next to Leviathan. It is called The Crypt. The entrance for the crypt though is behind Leviathan. If you have a fast lane pass though, you can enter right beside from the crypt main entrance. Now this section is based on a skeleton-like theme of a crypt, as the name says, and in my opinion, I found it to be the least scary, yet it is still more scary than any of the scare zones at Halloween Haunt. I really enjoyed the distractions they used, and they work really well in this maze. Unfortunately, the last attraction, the Zombies Interactive Ride, was closed due to some technical issues, so you'll have to check that out for yourself.
This was our complete guide for Halloween Haunt 2022. If you found this helpful, do share it with your friends and do let us know in the comments section which place should we review next. And that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so you don't miss out any of our upcoming adventures.